Hey, I'm just curious. Do you struggle with like waking up in the middle of the night and then you can't get back to sleep? How about some of those little private Tahiti moments, like your face is flushed and nobody else in the room is feeling hot, but you are? You experience that? How about things where like you're like, oh, I have no idea where that version of me came from. I just snapped at you. I'm sorry. I was totally irrational. Maybe you don't even figure it out for 3 or 4 days. Like, is that you? How about things like your hair thinning or your nails starting to break or your skin not being as elastic as it used to be? How about things that just have to do with even some inflammation and some pain, and you know it's connected to hormones, and you feel like you've tried everything and it's just not getting you the results you want? Well, my name is Rosie Grimmer, and I have an answer for you. I have a solution. So hang on for a second, listen to this short little video, and I think you're going to want to give what we're going to talk about a try. So what I noticed is when I went through the change, right? I didn't have the same experience as everybody else around me, as my friends. I've always tried to be healthy. I've always tried to do my best. And honestly, about 10, no, it's more like 13 years ago, I was like, I'm going to take the bull by the horns. I'm going to be really serious about my habits and I'm going to become a health coach and help other people. And when I did that, I started getting really committed to some specific habits. So the things that I know is that all those things that people know about the change, that change that happens as you age as a woman, all those things that people put down to being normal, they're not normal. They're just common. They're common. There's a difference. You don't have to struggle through things on your own. We know how to have you implement some really simple habits that will make a big difference. Here's what we ask from you though, is we want you to give it a committed try. We want you to be committed and we want you to say ahead of time, yes, this is what I'm going to do. You have to put some skin in the game. It's not money you're paying to me or you're paying to any of the other girls you're going to hear from tonight. It is money that you put towards things to help support you. So I am an essential oil therapist, and there is an essential oil blend that I started using called Clary Calm. I started using that Clary Calm blend every morning and every night on my abdomen, and I was committed. And I was like, I'm just going to see what happens after 30 days. In fact, I was skeptical and yet committed. It was almost like I want to prove it wrong, right? And I was stunned at the end of 30 days. I was having a different level of pain. Now, at this time, I was in my early 40s, so I hadn't gone through the change yet, right? I was stunned at the difference in the inflammation, the level of pain, the flow. So many things had shifted. In fact, they'd shifted even more than some of the other things that I had tried. Some surgeries, some different things that doctors had given me, they hadn't given me the same results. I'd even tried like candida cleanses, all this stuff, right? So it was enough that I was like, okay, I'm going to try it for another 30 days. I'm going to be committed for another 30 days. And the other thing that I implemented in at that time is a supplement pack that's whole food. My body can actually digest it and use it and start to support all of my systems, including my endocrine system, which is where your hormones are all generated from, right? So I started this supplement pack and I gave it another 30 days. And you guys, that changed my life. Never, ever am I going to go back. Now, I can't say on here all the things that I tackled and I overcame, but I have to tell you, I have had 13 miscarriages in my journey. I have had IUIs and IVFs. I have had corrective surgeries. My first procedure for things that had to do with women's issues was when I was 12 years old. 12 years old, you guys. And I'm telling you, these simple habits make a difference. So I'm going to let you hear from a couple of my friends, and then we're going to invite you to join us, to be committed to your own challenge. And I don't even care if you step in with like, I'm going to prove this wrong. That's how I started, and I'd love to have you join.
Good day, friends. How are you doing? I am so excited that you are joining us today. if you're watching this video, you've probably been invited by somebody, or maybe you stumbled across it and you're interested in trying to calm your crazy, right? How many of us women, and men for that matter, continuously seem to ride a roller coaster every single month? 3 good weeks, one that you would rather not write home about. Well, this has been an ongoing thing for so many women, and it's time to change that. Ladies, we have solutions for you, and we want to offer this solution and something for you to try to help balance and smooth out that roller coaster for you. Now, for me, my journey started about 12 years ago. I just had some young kids at home, was stay-at-home mom. I loved being at home. I loved my children, and of course I still do, right? But there were days I'm not so sure that they were glad that I was around, if you know what I mean. And after talking with my doctor, and the solutions that were offered didn't resonate with me. They just didn't feel right. I thought, that's not what's going on here. That's not my answer. I reached out to some of my doTERRA friends, and they invited me to have a challenge. And the challenge was so simple. I thought, are you kidding? I was already a doTERRA wellness advocate at that point, and yet I needed to seek more help as I was helping others, and I couldn't find my own solution. So often we get to lean on those ahead of us, right? And I was so grateful. Well, in this challenge, ladies, it's something we're going to offer to you. And this is 10 years later. My roller coaster flattened out so beautifully. And now I'm in another season. I'm at another playground with a new roller coaster, if you know what I mean. So in talking with some friends, we continuously keep saying, oh my gosh, why this time of the month is it so crazy? Like, why does my family want me to leave? Well, you know, our hormones are so fun, aren't they? Well, we can also learn how to flatten this roller coaster and have influence. Like, is it gonna go away? I don't know. We still have hormones, right? But we can influence how we can get through the ride. So I will challenge you to follow along, join this challenge. It's very simple. All we're going to request is that you give doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack a try. This is your biggest game changer. This is, put on your seatbelt, get ready for the ride, and let's smoothen this roller coaster out, right? So the Lifelong Vitality Pack has 3 beautiful components. It has a plant vitamin, it has an antioxidant complex, and it has some omegas. So that 3 different capsules are amazing and game changer for anybody, no matter what your roller coaster is. The second part is using the Clary Calm oil, and that Clary Calm is going to just be used twice a day, morning and night. It's quick, it's easy, anybody can do this challenge, and I guarantee you will see results. You will want to take a survey at the beginning and ask yourself, what is it that you want to change, so that when you get to the other side, 30, 60, 90 days in, you can actually report back to yourself what in the world you are seeing, what changes, what beautiful changes you're seeing. Things like calmer mood, better sleep. How about just not snapping all the time during that one crazy week, right? Things that we just don't need to deal with all the time, ladies. And there are solutions. And like I said, my friends and I were in a new season, and it's time to figure out this game. So join us as we continue to learn, as we share tips that have changed other people's lives. It's time to take the challenge to change your life. I look forward to seeing you in our Calm the Crazy Challenge, and let's get you started.